Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving straight into one of the absolute most fascinating paradoxes in modern tech. I mean, think about it for a second. The device you're using to listen to this right now is performing incredibly complex, almost magical feats, right? But its entire foundation relies on literally the simplest possible concept in the universe. Just two states, on and off, 0 and 1. So it really begs the ultimate question. How exactly does a computer process billions of calculations using only zeros and ones? How do these simple, tiny digits run massive AI models, edit high-res photos, or stream seamless HD video? Well, the secret is the binary number system. It's the fundamental language of computers, and today we're going to entirely demystify how it transforms those basic zeros and ones into the massive digital reality we interact with every single day. All right, here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with the language of computers, move on to counting in base 2, then look at bits, bytes, and logic, followed by translating the real world, and finally powering the digital universe. Let's get right into section 1, the language of computers, the foundation of digital computing. Imagine you're designing a brand new computer completely from scratch. You need a super reliable way to represent information electronically. And as it turns out, electronic circuits naturally operate in two perfectly stable states, on and off. It's actually a stark contrast to our human world. We naturally use the decimal system, which is base 10. We have 10 digits, 0 through 9, and when we hit 9, we just roll over to the next position, 10, 100, 1,000. But computers, they use the binary system. Binary literally means consisting of two parts. It's base 2. It exclusively uses the digits 0 and 1. Now, you might be wondering, why didn't engineers just build computers to count in base 10 or base 8 or base 16? The main reason is absolute reliability. It's incredibly easy and flawless for electronics to distinguish between a high voltage state and a low voltage state. By strictly limiting the system to just those two extremes, the computer becomes phenomenally robust against random electrical noise. Honestly, the pure simplicity of binary is exactly what made digital computing such a massive worldwide success. Okay, moving to section 2, counting in base 2, or rolling over with only two digits. So if you only have two digits to work with, how do you ever count past 1? Well, you just have to roll over immediately. When we map our standard decimal numbers right next to binary, you can see how unbelievably fast we run out of digits. In decimal, 0 is 0. Same in binary, it's 0. Decimal 1 is binary 1. But right here, wait, we are totally out of digits. So for decimal 2, binary rolls over to 1, 0. 3 is 1, 1. Out of digits again, so 4 becomes 1, 0, 0. Then 5 is 1, 0, 1. 6 is 1, 1, 0. 7 is 111, and 8 smoothly rolls over to a crisp 1000. It's the exact same logic and as how we count in base 10, we just run out of numbers way faster. And once you catch on to that pattern, reading base 2 binary actually feels super intuitive. Up next is section 3, bits, bytes, and logic. Let's look at building the digital blocks. Now that we've got the abstract counting down, let's look at the actual physical building blocks of all this digital info. We have to start with the bit. It's short for binary digit, and it's the absolute smallest unit of information in computing. It just holds a value of either 0 or 1. Physically, inside your modern processor, a bit is basically a single microscopic transistor acting like a tiny light switch. If the switch is on, that's a 1. If it's off, that's a 0. But let's be real. A single bit sitting all by itself doesn't give us nearly enough possibilities to do anything truly useful. So to solve that problem, clever engineers took 8 bits and grouped them together into what we call a byte. By chaining exactly 8 bits together, boom, we unlock exactly 256 unique combinations. That ranges from 8 zeros all the way up to 8 ones. Those 256 unique values are the magic number that makes practical computing possible, letting us represent instructions, symbols, and much larger numbers. But keep in mind, computers don't just store numbers passively like some dusty filing cabinet. They are actively making decisions. They use something called binary logic. In this framework, a 1 represents true, yes, or on, while a 0 represents false, no, or off. By pushing these basic binary states through what we call logic gates, things like and, or, and not gates, processors can suddenly make massive, highly complex decisions. It's not just storage we're talking about, it is quite literally how processors think. Which brings us to section 4, translating the real world, how everything, and I mean everything, becomes zeros and ones. This right here is the great translation. How do distinctly human concepts, our words, our pictures, our favorite music, seamlessly convert into this machine language of zeros and ones? Let's start with text. How does your laptop store the word hello? It assigns numerical values to characters. Using standard encoding systems like ASCII and the modern Unicode, a capital A might be represented as the number 65, B is 66, C is 67. The computer then simply translates those decimal numbers directly into binary. This exact system is how Unicode perfectly supports English, Arabic, Japanese, and yes, even the emojis you text to your friends, all flawlessly encoded in binary numbers. So, what about images? Well, every digital photo is really just a massive grid of pixels, and each individual pixel is broken down into red, green, and blue color channels. Remember our byte from earlier with its 256 unique combinations? Well, each of those color channels gets assigned an 8-bit number, which allows for 256 distinct shades of red, 256 shades of green, and 256 shades of blue. When you mix all those together, millions of brilliant, hyper-realistic colors become possible, but underneath it all, it's just long strings of zeros and ones. And guys, it is the exact same story for all media. Microphones capture actual physical sound waves, and analog to digital converters literally slice those waves up into binary numerical values. What about video? Well, a video is just a super rapid sequence of those binary images we just talked about, synchronized with that binary audio data. Whether it's your favorite music streaming app or a high-definition blockbuster movie, fundamentally, they are just enormous collections of zeros and ones. Literally everything is binary. Let's wrap up with Section 5, powering the digital universe, zooming out to a global scale. Let's zoom way out from that tiny microscopic transistor to see how this simple binary logic scales up to practically run the globe. The sheer scale is genuinely breathtaking. Your smartphone, right this very second, relies on memory, storage, and wireless chips that collectively process billions of binary operations every single second you hold it. Modern cloud data centers, the actual physical backbone of the internet, house millions of processors, each packed with billions of binary transistors. And artificial intelligence? It might seem incredibly human sometimes, but at the end of the day, AI models are simply running on massive GPUs that process trillions of numbers, weights, and probabilities, all entirely in binary. Let's just clear up some super common beginner mistakes really quickly, because understanding this really empowers you to grasp all modern tech. First, computers absolutely do not understand human language. They only understand binary. Second, binary isn't complicated. It's actually much simpler than decimal because it relies on way fewer symbols. Third, AI doesn't work by magic. It still completely and totally depends on physical binary hardware. And finally, binary doesn't just represent numbers. As we've clearly seen, it represents absolutely anything digital: text, images, instructions, the whole shebang. Which leaves us with this final crazy thought. Emerging technologies like quantum computing, neuromorphic computing, and super advanced AI accelerators, they are all still building upon concepts that derive from this very foundation of binary logic and information representation. Knowing that our entire sprawling digital universe was built on just two incredibly simple states, 0 and 1, it really makes you wonder, what impossible new realities will those exact same basic switches create tomorrow? Thanks so much for exploring with me today, and I'll catch you on the next explainer.